Hi, welcome to the world of Naadi Astrology. My name is Dr. Naadi-srinivasan Shastri. In my last video, we were discussing about Mars, the significations of Mars from different houses or in different houses, Mars in different houses from Jupiter. How the Mars signifies when he is placed in different houses from Jupiter. Okay, today we are going to take up with Mercury. First basic thing is what all Mercury tells us, the basic significations of Mercury. Mercury tells us about academic career. Okay, Mercury tells us about relatives. Mercury tells us about newborn child. Mercury tells us about intelligence of a person. Okay, so academic career, relatives, newborn child, intelligence, all these things are told by Mercury. This is what Mercury signifies. Okay, and about the academic career also I said. Now see, same North Indian chart, I have marked one, it is not Lagna. So Aries, to make that Aries I have marked one, Jupiter in Aries, because now we are going to see from Jupiter in different houses, if Mercury is placed, what will be the outcome or what will be the significations. This is what today we are going to learn. So here or here, anywhere. Now let us place Mercury with Jupiter. When Mercury is with Jupiter, the native, he or she, will be highly intelligent. No matter it is a deviated house or no matter it is nearby deviation, but the intelligence will be there. So for me, deviation and exaltation is not the main point. With which planet the conjunction is there, that is the main point. So with Jupiter, Mercury, it is definitely makes the native very intelligent. And the native will be a twin personality. Twin personality means sometimes they don't speak what they have in our heart. Sometimes what they speak will not be in their heart. This is what we call it as twin personality. These types of people, most of the times, underline this, most of the times will be like that. Okay. If we take Jupiter, Mercury gives the intelligence, fine. About the native we are talking. If we take Mercury into consideration, or if we try to read Mercury means about the subject, what all the Mercury gives about that, if you try to study, it is with Jupiter. So the academic career will pertain into public related subjects about people. And it will be a very good subject because this academic career will bring name and fame for this person. Native who is having Jupiter with Mercury will get name and fame through his studies. That is also because of Jupiter with Mercury. Okay. Mercury about relatives. All pious people will be his relatives. The native, he or she will have relatives, very good relatives, learned, educated, pious people as relatives. Okay. Neighbors is also one of the word for Mercury. Even the neighbors, the native will settle down in a place where the neighbors also will be pious, good, orthodox or spiritual in people who have faith in God and spiritual or spirituality. And most of the times they will be trying to train others, teach others. This is the type of relatives or neighbors he will have, the native, he or she. And newborn child. If it is a newborn child, if the Mercury is there with Jupiter, the child, especially when the child was born, this native is born, he will be taking birth in a good atmosphere. The family and everything will be very good. Okay, these things, the intelligence, the relatives, the neighbors and the academic career is given by the Mercury when placed with Jupiter. This much of importance he will give you to the Jupiter. Okay, now next, when Mercury is placed in the second house, Mercury in the second house. Okay, when Mercury is placed in the second house is nothing but Taurus. Okay, Taurus is a fortune house, Venus's house. So when Mercury is placed in the Taurus, the sign Taurus or Vrishva Rasi, that means Mercury is the study or academic career pertaining to finance, pertaining to fine arts, because Venus is fine arts. All these things are included in his studies. First thing is fortune house, and because it is Venus's house, fine arts. All these things will come into the academic career. That particular person will learn these types of studies. It may be dancing, it may be singing, it may be painting, fine arts, and it is about finance. Something pertaining to banking industry, something pertaining to finance. All these things will come. Okay. Second house. For Jupiter, Mercury will be the Vakusthanam. So when Mercury stays in Vakusthanam, the native, he or she, will be very poetic in his speech. Sometimes they speak double meaning dialogues. Sometimes they will have a very good speech, sweet speech. Okay? Very diplomatic also. This is the nature of this person because this is in the Vakusthanam. And if you treat that same second house as Kutumbasthanam, the family will be very good. Okay? Family will be very good. Total members of the family will be very good. Everything will be fine there. There will be a lot of arguments, but it will be fine. Kutumbasthanam, Vakusthanam, Dhanasthanam. If you treat that second house from Jupiter as Dhanasthanam and Mercury sitting down there, that Mercury will give you enough load of funds and the expenditure part of it will be very minimal. It will not let out the money go. Suddenly the money will come. The flow of money will be very sudden and at the same time going out also will be very minimal. For some people with a malefic effect, it will go away very fast. The money, the inflow of money will be fast and the outflow also will be fast. But majority of cases where there is a benefic aspect, the money will be the money will be flowing out very slowly. Now let's take Mercury in the third house. What all the third house is? Third house tells us about traveling. Third house tells us about strength, inner strength. Third house tells us about a brother. Okay, fine. So when Mercury stands in the third house, communication. The native, he or she, will be very good in communicating. He will become a very good orator. He may become a TV or news reader. Or he will travel a lot for his businesses, for his study. Okay? Because Mercury is also academic career. And Mercury is inner strength. As an inner strength, Mercury is very weak. So, this particular native who is having in the third house Mercury will be having less strength inside. Will not be that daring unless and until aspected by a malefic. Okay? So, next, Mercury in Cancer, Karka Rasi. Gemini is over. Mercury in Cancer or Karka Rasi. When you take Mercury into consideration, Mercury tells us about the neighbors. Mercury tells about the academic career. Mercury tells about the intelligence. Good. Study, academic career. So first we will take the academic career. Mercury is placed in Cancer. This person, the native, he or she will have to study outside. It may be out of the city, in a different state, or out of the country. That subject will be there. Because it is waters, 100% it will be out of country. The study part of it will be there for the study or study continues or something. He has to learn something from the different country. Okay? And because it is the fourth house from Jupiter, about the house. The house will be in rectangle in shape because Mercury is rectangle. Okay? And about the relatives, neighbors, about the neighbors. Relatives also, about the relatives, if I have to speak, Mercury is a very good planet. And about the relatives also, they are introverts, the relatives. This native's introverts will be introverts. Even the mother will be a very good lady. And because this is house, it will be rectangle in shape. And because this is about also neighbors, the neighbors also would have come from a different place and have settled down there. Such type of a neighbors only these people will get. The native I'm talking about. Okay, cool. Then Mercury in Leo. Mercury in Leo. When we take academic education, Mercury is nothing but academic education. Leo is nothing but a chemical place or something pertaining to petroleum, something pertaining to chemicals, medicine, something pertaining to lab, doctors, hospitals. These types of education only these people will get. Mercury when he is placed in Leo. Okay. And if you see this as fifth house from Jupiter, there will be problems, health problems or skin problems pertaining to the child of this native. Neighbors. They will have very strong neighbors, either powerful neighbors or strong neighbors. Powerful neighbors means maybe they are in politics or some sort of bad elements. Anything is possible. Powerful neighbors. And relatives. Even relatives are quite strong, rich, powerful, everything. Mercury in Leo says that much. And Mercury in his own house, Kanya, Virgo, exalted. I told you I am not going to consider that, but still, even if we don't consider that, if it is in the sixth house from Jupiter, it is in Kanya, okay, but from Jupiter it is the sixth house. Now we are talking about from Jupiter, not whether it is in Kanya or Mithuna or something like that. We are taking the number of houses from Jupiter, sixth house. So there will be problem. Though this gentleman is highly intelligent because he is in own house, he will be very intelligent, but still the educational pattern will have breaks. There will be break during the educational pattern. And this is nothing but vegetation. Law. Kanya is nothing but vegetation and law. So the academic career will pertain to or will pertain about this vegetation, agricultural sciences or botany or about law. These things will be there for their education. If it is science, if it is mixed with medicine, Ayurvedic medicine, you can tell like that. Okay? And now about Libra, Mercury in Libra. Okay? When neighbors and these two other things I didn't tell you. About neighbors, they are dominating type of people. The native who has got Mercury in the sixth will be besides a neighbor who is dominating or the whole family is dominating in nature. About relatives, even the relatives, he will have problems with the relatives. The native, he or she will have the problems with the relatives. That is for sure when Mercury is placed in Kanya, sixth house from Jupiter, seventh house from Jupiter. Seventh house. First thing is seventh house is nothing but partners, day-to-day income. Second thing is Mercury is nothing but academic career and relatives, newborn, child, everything. Because we have treated this as the first house, Libra will be the seventh house. Kindly note these two things are there. It is not Mercury in the sixth house which brings vegetation or botany or it is the Rasi, it is the sign. So I am trying to put you all both. One about the sign, about the distance from Jupiter. So kindly try to bifurcate whenever you listen to the video. Kindly observe this. Two things are there. Okay. Now in Libra, because it is the seventh house from Libra, and we are talking about the seventh house from Libra. Day-to-day income will be moderate. No much expenditure, no much income. And partners will be introverts, always suspicious in nature if at all it's a business. And family life will be very good because Mercury is in the seventh house. And about the study, because it is about the study, when I say study, we take Rasi into consideration, not the house. But because Mercury gives us all these things, I had to include about the house and about the study. Because it is giving us the study. When Mars was there, I was telling about the husband in a female case. And skills about both male and female. Likewise, when Mercury I am talking about, I have to give you all about the academic career, about the relatives, about the neighbors. So when this is placed here, when Mercury is placed here, two things. This sign Libra will give us, will tell us about the sexual organ of a person, male or female. When Mercury is there, these people, the native, will be weak in sexual practices. Point number one. Point number two. This is a Venus's house. Okay? So when this is a Venus house, there are chances of people becoming gay or bisexual. This is the second thing. Third thing. Mercury is in Venus's house. So there is a chance of these people learning about finance also. Finance also will come into this picture. Okay? And neighbors, there will be rich neighbors. The neighbors will be having very good money. Relatives, well-developed people or money-minded people. Neighbors also, money-minded neighbors. This is about Mercury in Libra. Okay? That is over. Now Mercury in Scorpio. Mercury in Scorpio, that becomes 8th house from Jupiter. So, here there will be problems. Mercury is nothing but skin also. So, when I take up this education or academic career part of it, this will be the place where it gives the education pertaining to industries. Okay? Technical, iron and steel, industries, sometimes about land, archaeology, all these things. Most of the times it will be industries, and also Navy, Air Force, all these things are included here. Okay? Training in the Navy, learning about Navy, learning about Air Forces. Fine? Sometimes learning about home science, cooking, chef. These things are also possible here only. So Mercury here teaches all these things. At the same time, Mercury in Scorpio will bring health problems pertaining to the skin. And when Mercury is here, the neighbors will be either in the police department or army or higher government officials. Among these relatives also, he will have somebody in a government offices like this, or high top government officials, or army, navy, police department personals. Okay? Academic career is okay. About this neighbors, everything is okay. Intelligence part of it, yes, it is also. Because most of the time these people will be having problem in the educational front, because the sign is pertaining to Mars, Mercury is an enemy, so naturally the education part of it will have its own troubles. Now, we'll come to Sagittarius, Dhanus. Mercury in Dhanus tells us that banking industry. These people will have subjects pertaining to the banking industry, and these people will study in a woody areas, and these people will be very good at studies. Okay? And neighbors will be agriculturists, or they would have left agriculture to come and settle down there. And relatives will, most of the times, will be in villages only. For once in a while they'll visit these people's houses. Education part of it will be banking industry. Knowledge is there, but pattern, in education pattern, because it is in the 9th house from Jupiter, loss making place. Now and then they will have some breaks. They may discontinue the education also. Okay? But whatever they do here, it will be fitting into the banking world, finance world. Okay? And next, Mercury in Capricorn. Makara. Mercury in Capricorn. These people will be in an important place to study, and they will do the chartered accountancy. They will do all something pertaining to about research doing type of jobs, and they will be very fine with calculations, and all the beautiful things are there. Though it is a Saturn's house, though Mercury is against Saturn, or there is difference of opinion between Mercury and Saturn, but still these people will be very good at chartered accountancy, auditing, and all these things. Okay, this is something like that. In mathematics or chartered accountancy, auditing, these are the types of education these people will get in this Capricorn or Makara. Okay, and relatives. These people's relatives are powerful people. They are very important persons in one small area of life or walks of life. And these people's neighbors also will be important people. Everything is fine with them when Mercury sits here. Immaterial love, friends house, enemies house, ill place, no. And this one, Aquarius. If Mercury sits in Aquarius, When Mercury sits in Aquarius, 100% a person is going to study psychology or something pertaining to petroleum industry, something pertaining to navy, water place. So psychology, most of the people I have seen is psychology when it is mixed with Sun or Venus. Okay, usually Mercury, Venus both follow Sun very frequently. I mean, if they will be in the either adjacent houses only. So naturally, they will get the medicine, and if it is medicine, it is nothing but something pertaining to psychology, 100% psychology, neurology. These are the subjects these people will carry on. People who have Mercury in Aquarius. And definitely they will study in a different land, in a foreign land. They will have their education in a foreign land, and they will do their post-graduation or something like that, highly educated, and they will be very fine. Okay, Mercury here. And the neighbors, if you count it as neighbors will be from a different land, foreign returned people or something like that. And if you take it for relatives, even the relatives will travel a lot to the foreign land, or the relatives would have come back from a foreign land. That is about relatives. So, about Mercury in Aquarius is over. Now, Mercury in Pisces. When Mercury stays in Pisces, though it is a debilitated point, don't worry, these people are going to study in a foreign land. They may study about aeronautical engineering, or they may study about something about flights, paratrooping, something like that. And they will have very good education also, provided benefic aspect is there. Malefic aspect will put them low, but they will come through. That is not a worry at all. And they will the native of if Mercury is there in the 12th house from Jupiter, the native will have problems with the relatives and with the neighbors most of the times. And there will be some rashes on the feet if Mercury is there in the 12th house, that is Pisces. Okay, so now education is over. Neighbors are there will be anti, or relatives also will have difference of opinion, and the natives' enemies will be weak. The natives, he or she's, her enemies or his enemies will be weak. So this is the beauty of Mercury in different houses. If you like my videos, give a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my videos, you kindly subscribe. Okay, comment. So till I meet you next time for Jupiter. Even Jupiter, I cannot take Jupiter because Jupiter is the main source, but still I will show you if it is in different sense, what is the outcome or what is the significations, right? Till then, bye.